Okay, Tonche, Amboa Stitch, Donastada, Tanse. Hello, Natanako Magayapi. My name is Sacred Wolf in Blackfoot, and I am John Fischer. Kawasis Ochinia. I'm from Kawasis First Nation, and I'm Cree, and I'm the director of Mount Royal University's Iniskim Center. Welcome to National Indigenous Peoples Day. Firstly, I would like to thank Alvin Manitopius for the opening and appreciate what he does for the students of SAMRU and for Mount Royal University and our city community. When I was asked to speak on National Indigenous Peoples Day, I felt that I was honored to do so. And SAMRU is such an important, integral part of the community and has been for many years, especially under the leadership of Cory Cardinal. We celebrate our annual graduation powwow in the first week of November, and I would like to remind you and welcome you to that particular event. It's a wonderful way, if you have not attended a powwow, to see what a powwow is like and to enjoy it in the comfort of the university. It's held in November, and watch for the websites, the Iniskim Center and the SAMRU website for updates to keep you apprised of when it's going to be held and where. The specific location is something that we'll determine based on the size. This National Indigenous Peoples Day falls shortly after the announcement of the Kamloops Residential School cemetery discovery of 215 students. And so I want to recognize that that is one of the horrors that have been faced by Indigenous peoples in Canada, and that I recognize that it impacts many of us, and that we are also awaiting future results around that. The National Center of Truth and Reconciliation has just provided a link for the names of the 6,100 students who have passed away in residential schools, and we recognize that there may be many more. On Mount Royal University campus, we have many programs and activities that support Indigenous students and also that support non-Indigenous peoples as well. Highlights for me are the Iniskim Center activities, the graduation powwow in November, the housing program, so the number of students who live on campus with their families, and single students as well throughout the year. We have great community creators and facilitators like Steve Kootenai-Jobin and Dion Simon. And we have Indigenous mentorship program leaders such as Maria Small Lakes. Our oldest program is one of the best, I believe, in Alberta that provides education to bridge students into post-secondary. The Indigenous University Bridging Program is run by Tori McMillan and assisted with him. Assisting him is Christy Lawrence. And that program draws many students from the city and from the Treaty 7 region. It's a stellar program, and it has been happening for about 28 years now. And that was a program that was brought to us by many community education activists. And Mount Royal took the charge and the invitation and grew the program to what it is today. Many of the people who work in our communities and work within the city have been graduates of the Indigenous University Bridging Program. In the olden days, we called it the AEP. One of the things that we've been doing this year around Indigenous awareness is we've offered an online program called 4 Seasons of Reconciliation for faculty and staff. That's an online program, and we felt that it was timely because it provided an online course that you could take as you wanted. And it also contained many additional resources. We're hoping to have that offered to students. It's not a credit course. It's a beginning course around understanding what reconciliation means, what decolonization means, and the history of Canada as it pertains to Indigenous relations, as it pertains to systemic racism, as it pertains to our shared history and what our future could look like. National Indigenous Peoples Day has taken a different tact over the past few years, initially started by the government and a government kind of led initiative. Now it's more dependent on us to do that work and putting it forward. So I would like to thank Cory, Cardinal, and Samru for taking the initiative and providing an opportunity for all of us to celebrate National Peoples Indigenous Day. Hi, hi.